Hi everyone, so welcome to our live video. Let me know if you can hear me okay. We are just going to do like a general reading, see what messages need to come through, and then I'll do some personal questions at the end. Okay, let me check my sound is being picked up okay. Okay, I think it's working. So, we will use Rider-Waite today. Wires everywhere. One second, guys. Let me get organized. So, it is lovely to see you guys here. Let's see what we need to hit. Yeah, I kept accidentally going live. I was trying to schedule my live so that I could then like set it up. But I kept accidentally clicking live and I was not ready. So sorry if you got a few false starts. But yeah, third time lucky. So let's see what we need to hear today. Okay, we have a 9 of Cups. This is great. We are entering a time of fulfillment. You might be feeling a little bit more connected to your dreams, connected to your desires. You know, we are in a new month now. We're in July. And the 9 of Cups coming out is telling us like we are entering a time where we can achieve our goals. We are entering a time where we can just feel like connected to our hopes and our inspirations again. But 9 of Cups tells me that we are completing quite an emotional cycle. I feel like we have been in like an intense emotional bubble. And not many people may be aware of what you've been experiencing. I feel like a lot of us have been dealing with quite heavy emotions behind closed doors and not necessarily showing this. And this could even be someone connected to you. Maybe someone connected to you has been dealing with like a lot of heaviness emotionally. And the 9 of Cups says like, you know, this person is now feeling a little bit more hopeful and optimistic again. There is a big reminder here today that we must not be stagnant. We have to really think about what actions we can take which are aligned with our dreams right now. This is about moving forwards. This is about choosing our next steps carefully. By all means, we don't have to rush. We shouldn't be rushing right now, but we should be at least planning and preparing for what is next. If there's something here that you really want to happen, your guides are saying you're going to have to take action. You're going to have to make it happen. What do you want to do, which is going to help you get closer to this goal, help you get closer to this vision? Oh, cards are flying everywhere. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. This is a really interesting energy. I have a 10 of Pentacles coming out in our July reading today as well, which I posted on Sacred Space. The 10 of Pentacles tells me that we are able to achieve something really, really successful. I do feel like we are leaving a time where we've done a lot of work by ourselves and we are entering a time where we can collaborate with others, where we can feel part of a community. Maybe we can manifest a partnership here which is going to help us long term. This 10 of Pentacles is all about stability and legacy and feeling much more secure in our environment. There's something here that you want, which is probably linked to like money, material world. And your guides are really encouraging you to take action towards this and make this a priority. And this is about not limiting ourselves with believing we can't achieve this or believing that we are trying to manifest too much. We have to dream big. We have to allow ourselves to really expand our visions so that we can achieve like this ultimate success. I feel like we are calling in more than what we expected, or like you are manifesting so much more than you possibly thought that you could. And we have to be prepared to put the effort in. There is a real wake-up call right now. Well, we have to start completing things. We have to start getting things done. So this is about getting organized, creating some kind of structure, like bringing more routine into your day to day. What do you need to do, which is going to just like help you work towards this? But it's also quite a big message here about moving away from um just doing things on our own, and maybe like being single or not feeling like we have a community around us that we can really like tap into, to suddenly feeling we're supported, we're uplifted, we are surrounded by really good connections. Maybe there is something romantic, something quite stable, which is manifesting in your love life. And Spirit saying, look, you've achieved so much by yourself. You're soon going to feel supported in a partnership, and kind of like moving towards like greater levels of commitment. Yeah, we are entering quite a heavy retrograde period, guys. So we do need to just be aware of that. I always feel like when we are entering, especially Mercury retrograde, people start to panic. They feel like everything's going to be a disaster, but actually, like, it's never as bad as it seems. And we just have to be quite conscious. Like, know that people are probably going to find it quite difficult to have certain conversations. You might feel some emotions rising up with you, and you need to make sure that you have control over your emotions and you are working through that in a healthy way. So with these retrogrades coming up in July, um, don't like fear the worst. Just prepare yourself. Just be prepared for the potential challenges and the opportunities, because there's always opportunities which come from these retrogrades. We could do more about this in a future live as well. Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is guiding us to really reflect and to rest and recover. Don't start overworking. Sometimes we see signs of success, or we feel like we have to hustle really hard to make money. Or say if someone suddenly becomes quite distant with us, we feel like we need to throw ourselves at this person to kind of like force a connection. That's not what this is about. This is about if something here feels disconnected or it needs to slow down, just give it that space. The Four of Swords reminds us that we need to heal as well. We need to recover. And just knowing like where you can take action, where your power lies, and where you don't have control over something or you can't influence it. Really knowing when to slow down and when to speed up, when to kind of put your energy into something, that's going to make a big difference. We really do have to be quite kind of like focused with our energy right now. It's like, don't waste it. Like, don't waste the energy that you are building, and don't waste your time. So like, if something feels like it's not worth your time, then just put it to one side. You don't need to do it. I feel with all the retrogrades taking place, July might be a month where we only have so much time and energy, so we do have to be very careful with what we choose to do with it. Page of Swords. Lots of ideas, lots of kind of like mental stimulation here with this Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a really big wake up call for us to like kind of see through the facade, see through the bullshit is probably the best way to put it. Listen to what other people are telling you. If someone's saying like, I don't want to talk or I want some space, give it to them. Don't try and force anything. We are really being guided to let go of control this month, especially right now. Going into July, really get organized and have ideas about kind of things you want to achieve, ideas you would quite like to pursue, and everything else can just go to one side for now. The Page of Swords, this is your call to action. This is your wake up call. Those things that you have been reflecting on, dreaming of, things that you've been like thinking about for the last couple of weeks, this is your time to act. This is your time to do it. I feel like For a lot of us, we have had these ideas and we need to start being quite like careful with our actions right now and making sure that they are aligned with what we want to achieve. And also, this is a reminder to make sure that our thoughts are aligned with our dreams and our abundance and the legacy we are trying to create. For example, if you're trying to manifest a relationship, make sure those thoughts are aligned with it. Make sure that you are calling this in. Visualizing is going to be really, really powerful at the moment. Ace of Swords. A really exciting new beginning or new opportunity is going to present itself. The Ace of Swords, this is a conversation. I feel like a lot of us are about to have a really good conversation, which is just going to be a breakthrough. So if there's someone here who you've been hoping to talk to about something, maybe an issue here that you've been hoping to resolve, this is the chance. This is the opportunity. This Ace of Swords is telling us that we can speak our truth and we can expect others to be honest with us as well. And if someone's not being honest, call them out on their bullshit. Don't be afraid to say like, I don't think you're telling me the truth. Don't be afraid to put boundaries in place. I really feel that right now, if we want to have success, if we want to have like a good foundation to build something upon, we've got to know, what our boundaries are and kind of like just how to speak up for ourselves. But I am feeling some very important conversations and negotiations coming up. So whether this is like romantic, whether it's business, for example, you may want to like ask for a pay rise, ask for a promotion. You may be like feeling really called to invest in your career right now and figure out your next steps. And it's a good time to do it. So we're going to get a couple more tarot cards and then we will get some oracle cards. So we have the Three of Wands and we have the King of Pentacles. Someone here is planning ahead. Someone here knows, and this could be you, it could also be someone connected to you, but this person knows that if they want the big goal, if they want the big win, they have to plan their next steps carefully. They have to think ahead right now. I do feel that for a lot of us, this is someone connected to us who is planning something, who is preparing to take some kind of action. Now, if this is you, it feels like you're in a really secure position to do that, to take that action. But I think for a lot of us, I'm just feeling this outside energy of like, someone might surprise us with what they are about to say and do next. And the King of Pentacles, like you could just receive some really generous offer kind of out of nowhere. It might be that someone, I don't know, like someone offers you something which just feels like a total breakthrough. So you've been like, you've not had the money to do something. I don't know how, but I just feel like that money might show up in some kind of way. So you're going to have this opportunity and maybe this investment, like someone might invest in you or invest in an idea you have. Money might come your way. I just feel that you're going to be in a much more secure position. Someone is going to help you in some way, shape or form. And yeah, this is what you are attracting. This is what you kind of been hoping for, wishing for, praying for. And it just feels like a lot of success is coming in the very near future. We're at a time now where we are closing out our cycles and Spirit is just guiding us to really focus on that. Think about what old dreams and wishes that we kind of don't really want to pursue anymore. Think about where you do want to invest your energy, what you want to create next, the kind of connections you want to call in, and the community that you want to be part of. This is a really good time to think about that, to visualize it, because new beginnings are definitely coming. Page of Swords, explore your ideas and start to believe in your dreams, start to get quite creative again. I feel a lot of us have been a little bit scattered with our thoughts, scattered with our energy. Maybe you've wanted like fresh starts but not been quite sure how to like make those happen or where your power lies. And right now, especially over the rest of like this week and next week, we are going to notice how we can tune into our power, how we can use our voice, where like spiritually you're being called to as well. Because sometimes we just like disconnect a little bit from our spiritual path. And this is a big wake up call to just become more aligned with that. Maybe do some work connecting with your inner child, with your higher self, your spirit team, because we're going to get more answers and more clarity as we do that. So if confusion does surround you right now in any aspect of your life, connect with yourself, connect with spirit, and just notice kind of like the signs, the messages, thoughts, feelings that you are having right now, because I do feel communication coming through, especially from your spirit team. So we are going to get some oracle cards now. So let's get some oracle cards. Let's get some clarifying life situation cards. Just a reminder, guys, that I'll be doing some free readings once I've done my general message. So once we've got our message from spirit, I will open up to some questions as well. So we have unity bloom. So this is about harmony and connection, especially within your community. And I do feel that you're really integrating yourself with a community right now. So you may even like just want to join a new class, so like start a new, I don't know, gym group, gym class, or, you know, there's a way here for you to start connecting with like-minded people and calling in some really aligned connections. So that's definitely something to focus on right now. You may also find that you and another person move significantly closer. So a connection here, romantic connection or a friendship could improve as well. Open to receive. I am loving this energy. Invite abundance with open arms. Embrace the blessings which want to flow into your life. So yeah, we're definitely tapping into this energy of abundance and rewards here. You know, new beginnings, success, especially like materially. I really do feel like money is going to start to show up. Things that you have been waiting very patiently for, those opportunities are going to start to present themselves very soon if they haven't already. But yeah, make sure that you are staying open to receiving this. Don't limit yourself with negative self-talk or negative thoughts. Really try to kind of tune into that higher path. We have highest good. Embrace the journey with openness. Trust the universe to lead you towards your greatest fulfillment. So when we are manifesting things for our highest good, we know that it is meant for us. So this is where we know we are manifesting not from a place of ego or trying to control things. You know, for example, like sometimes just saying, for my highest good at the end of a sentence, it's you putting it out there, and it's you setting that intention to receive the biggest blessings that you possibly can, and also to protect yourself from things which are not for your highest good. So I think it's sometimes quite important to just be aware of that. So let's get a romance angel for those of you inquiring about love, and then we will do some personal questions. I really feel a good clear out taking place. As I said that, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So yeah, I really do feel like we are clearing our space. And this isn't necessarily about letting go of a specific person, although it could be for some of you. When I get this card, this energy is all about just making space, clearing your energy, letting go of things from the past. This is just a kind of like a wake-up call for us to like make space, tidy up a little bit, get ready. So maybe there is something that you need to let go of still. Maybe there is something that you need to do which is just going to help you, you know, clear your energy a little bit. So let's get another romance angel card. Trust. Yeah, it feels like there is something here you're trying to hold on to or you're trying to control. And Spirit's saying, look, clear your energy. Stop thinking about this. Stop worrying about it. Give it to Spirit and have complete faith that what is coming your way is meant for you. For example, you know, let go of a person. Don't try to like control the outcome here, and just trust that if something is meant for you, it won't pass you by. That's one of my favorite affirmations because it just allows me to breathe a little bit and just not feel like I need to hold on so tightly. So what's meant for you will not pass you by. There's a situation here which is just calling for you to have total faith in it. So whether you are single and you are trying to, you know, manifest a relationship, or whether you are involved with someone and you're not quite sure what's going on, or whether you are in a happy relationship and you're maybe like wondering, okay, what's next? I want to know. Spirit's saying, just don't worry about it. Just trust that you know, what's for your highest good is going to happen. And try not to focus so much on this situation. I think that's the best thing we can do right now when it comes to love. So, guys, I am going to open up to personal readings. So if you have a question you'd like to ask, a little question, I can look into that quickly. I am on YouTube and TikTok, so I will be kind of going between both. So if I'm answering a question you can't see on the screen, it's just on the other platform. So Stacey, first of all, okay, these are coming in quick. Stacey, you have anxiety due to your love life. You're not sure what the right direction is. Right now, I'm just getting choose yourself. You have to choose yourself. Look, Four of Cups, you're so focused on kind of who's coming forwards and what offers are being presented to you that you're starting to feel like discontent and it's making you feel unfulfilled. When you stop kind of like focusing on these cups being given to you, so these offers coming your way, and you start to take control and like fill yourself up and really focus on self-love, you'll attract the energy which is right for you. So right now, this is a big call for you to just invest in yourself and not worry so much about what's coming next in love. You know, even you've asked, you're not sure what the right direction is. Maybe there isn't a set direction right now. Maybe this is just about focusing on, you know, the journey inwards. So let's see, we'll get another card just for some clarity here, Stacey. So you're not sure what the right direction is. Yeah, it's definitely not backwards. The Two of Wands is saying you'll know when you have a decision to make. I don't actually feel like you need to choose a set direction right now. Like I said, you need to go within. But Spirit is saying whatever you do, don't go backwards. Don't look back. If something is meant to be in your life, it will reappear at a time when it's aligned, when it's right for you. So I feel like you're just being guided now. Focus on yourself. Look ahead. You know, think about what you have to offer. Really work on what you have to offer. So say like, you know, embody the love that you want to attract. You know, take care of yourself in the way that you would like to be taken care of by a partner. And as you do those things, you start to align more with the energy that you want to attract. So over on TikTok, Nicola. So how is S feeling about your relationship? Confused, disappointed, frustrated is a big one coming through. There's a wall here and he doesn't know how to get past it. He feels tired. He's unsure how to get through this. Yeah, look, Page of Cups. So he feels like there's something he wants to say, something he wants to offer, but he's very confused about this right now. The feelings here are genuine and they are strong, but he doesn't know how to bring this to the table. He doesn't feel like he's in a position right now where he's stable enough to step up, but he knows there's genuine feelings. He wants to have fun. He wants to flirt. He doesn't want to be too serious right now, whereas you might be hoping for him to step up and be a little bit more serious. So I'll do Gretchen over on TikTok and then I'll come back over to YouTube for Karina. So what's Spirit saying about your new role in the public light? You're going to be a very important guide for people. Ace of Wands, this is really, really good. It's full of potential. It's something that you're passionate about, something where you can really showcase your talents. I feel like you're being guided now to bring a lot of energy into this idea. So whatever's next here, you have the opportunity to kind of use your voice, share your passion. I feel like you're going to be very inspiring for other people. And Spirit wants you to know that this is part of your purpose. It's something new, but it's definitely part of your purpose. So, you know, believe in yourself, have the confidence to stand out, you know, get up there and do this, because this is definitely something which I feel will lead to further opportunities as well. Yeah, Seven of Wands. So you've worked hard for this opportunity. You've worked really hard. You've invested a lot of time and energy into this, and it's going to pay off. So it's something new, something a little bit uncertain, but it is going to be great. So Karina, will July bring along a new job? Start late, bring money in. Okay. So basically, are you going to get a new job this July? You know, I feel there's been a lot of delays here with your work, Karina, because Spirit is guiding you to do something a little bit more connected to your purpose. I don't know if you've just been applying for things which you feel like I don't know, like it fits your routine, or maybe like it's got the right money. But I think your guides, yeah, the Hierophant, your guides are really encouraging you to think about, well, what do you want to do? What do you want to commit to? Because there's a job here for you for sure. But I feel like you need to unlock this door still. You need to really tap into your power and your potential so that you can manifest a job where you are able to be the leader, the guide, the mentor that you are meant to be. It's really important that you do connect with your purpose when looking for a job. So yeah, almost like focus a little bit less on the money and start to really think about, what it is you want to do. But yeah, there's a partnership here with this Two of Cups. I feel like someone's going to help, someone in your community, someone who you are connected to or will become connected to this month, is going to help you find an opportunity. So it's very likely that you will get work through the community or through some kind of mutual connection. Where am I up to? Pretty. So okay, so what's the house owner of a house you want to buy thinking regarding your negotiation offer? They're going to contact you quite soon, but you can expect some delays just because of Mercury retrograde. So I do think that, double check your emails. If you've not heard back within a couple of days, maybe tomorrow or Monday, I would just follow up and just make sure nothing has been lost in the electronic world. But what is the house owner of this house thinking? They're weighing this up. So Two of Pentacles, they're taking this very seriously. They are thinking about your offer. I think they want to accept it, but they are wondering whether they could maybe counter and just get a little bit more. Two of Pentacles is almost like they need a set amount so that they can do what they want to do financially. So I think they're just trying to figure out their finances before they before they kind of agree to something. So there's likely to be some kind of counter offer coming in, probably next week. I feel Tuesday. So Brittany, you're working on letting go and releasing attachments. Okay, you're open to whatever spirit has to let you know in your romantic life. Knight of Pentacles. The next person coming your way is someone who you can trust, someone who you can rely on. I feel it's slow, it's steady, but it's grounded. How are you going to meet this person? Okay, so this is someone who's local. This is someone who kind of lives in your vicinity. I don't feel like 10-15 minutes away. So Spirit is showing me that this person is really going to show up for you. They are going to be exactly what what you're hoping for romantically. Four of Swords, it's not rushing in. I'm not going to lie to you, Brittany. I feel like it is taking a bit of time, but everything happens in perfect timing. So maybe give it a couple of weeks, 4 weeks. By the end of this month, I feel that you are going to be energized and ready. You said you're still working on letting go and releasing attachments. You're still healing your heart. So Spirit's saying just take your time with that. A couple more weeks here and I feel there will be some kind of movement romantically, but it's not rushing. It's definitely taking its time, but it's happening in the right time for you. So yeah, just really keep focusing on that healing right now. You'll probably find July brings things up that you just keep working through and releasing, and by the end of July moving into August you'll start to feel a lot more prepared and just ready to move forwards. So Christy, okay, Amy, I will come to you in a second over on TikTok. I'll just do Christy's first. So let's see. Okay, this is a tricky situation. You've just got to stick to your boundary. You've got to really enforce it. It feels like you need to be very, very stubborn about this. This is something that you believe in, something that is really important to you. And even just asking her, maybe limit who you share it with. So maybe have a close friends list or something with who you share this with. I do feel she's going to be quite difficult moving forwards, but I think you need to just be very clear and say, look, if you don't do this, then there isn't going to be a future here. You're not going to have a relationship, or we're going to have to put things in place, or I'm going to block you from seeing my pictures so you can't share them. So I just think you need to be really, really strong with your boundaries right now and find a way to, kind of move forwards with this. So yeah, being very clear with your mother about like what the consequences are going to be if she doesn't do as you say, basically. Okay, Amy, will you and Kaylee get back together? So let's see. Okay, she is not giving much away right now. I think she's still making a decision. She wants to, absolutely. I feel like this is something she's very emotional about. Judgment, yeah, she wants another chance here. She believes that the two of you are destined in some way. The issue right now is like she doesn't know if you two get back together, will this cycle just repeat? She wants to make sure that you're both in a position where you're ready to talk, where you're ready to move forward. You know, she wants to just ensure that like if she's going to give this another chance, it's going to work out. She is going to speak to you soon. Wouldn't even be surprised if she messages you kind of like early next week. It feels like she's in a position right now where she's very emotional, so communication which comes from her is likely to express that emotion as well. So it might be she reaches out and she is quite upset, she's expressing her anxieties, but she is, you know, she's worried about what this means right now and she doesn't want to lose you from her life. So she is hoping for a second chance. She just needs to overcome her own fears and insecurities so that she can make sure she's ready to make this work when that opportunity comes. But you two will be speaking again quite soon, and that'll give you an opportunity to start to like work through some of those problems which were present in the relationship before. So Julia over on YouTube, so what are Freddie's true feelings for you now? Knight of Wands, lots of sexual energy, a lot of passion. Really does feel like Freddie is quite excited about you right now, and there is that sense of like anticipation, wanting to make things happen. There's quite an impulsive and direct energy coming from Freddie as well. So I think you can expect some action quite soon. It might be that, you know, his feelings are quite kind of sexually charged at the moment. So yeah, it might be that that's how he shows up and expresses himself in the near future. But the feelings are there, they're genuine. I think he's trying to figure out, is this lust or is this something more? So he's trying to figure out what his attraction is for you and whether, you know, he wants more with you or whether this is like a bit more of just kind of like a like sexual feeling. So let's have a look. Andrita, what's in store for you this month? Oh, sorry, Lady Lux, I missed. Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, I'm on track. Don't worry, Andrita. Okay. What's in store for you this month? Lots of patience, lots of waiting. Temperance, got pages coming through as well. Andrita, I feel like you are trying to find your balance this month, and it seems like the ideas are going to be there, but this month you're kind of like waiting for the time to act on those ideas. It does feel like you're getting a much clearer picture of what you want to do next and where you want to invest your energy. You like pay attention to your dreams, because your dreams are going to reveal a lot this month, Andrita. Start dream journaling if you don't already. New beginnings, new opportunities are definitely possible, definitely here and available to tap into. I just feel like you need to notice what opportunities are presenting themselves, and you might actually find that this month you have to make a choice between two. You have to choose one thing to commit to, one thing to invest in, because I just feel like you can't do everything. So this month it's about just slowing down, being patient, giving certain things like more time and more space to grow, and noticing where the opportunities are like a bit more fruitful this month. So maybe like park some ideas for next month and just be quite considerate with like keeping your balance this month and not overdoing it. Lady Lux, you want to know if you can find a job in criminal justice in the next 6 months. Keep looking because there will be something. Time frames are always hard to predict. October coming through, I feel like there could be something in October, but you're gonna have to work for this. Like, it's not just gonna come really easily. I feel like you're going to have to look for this. You're going to have to like send emails, find places, you know, where you want to work and get in touch with them. you know, you're definitely going to have to search, to search for this. It's, you know, it might not be easy, and it might not be easy like just a Google search and applying for jobs. I feel like you're going to have to invest some time and energy into this, but you absolutely can. I can really see the negative impact that your current job is having, so I really am picking up on that. So I do really, you know, I feel sorry for you, like, in this situation. I can see how much you want to escape it, but remember that the timing of this is important, and try not to hold on to like expectations of when this will happen. Just really trust that you are attracting a job which is aligned with you, a job which is like aligned with your intentions, and you know, it'll take as long as it needs to take, but you are going to attract a new job. You know, this cycle, Ten of Swords, it's 100%, it's coming to an end. You know, you're not going to be stuck here forever. But yeah, I just feel you are going to have to kind of put quite a lot of energy into like looking for this job. Okay, so Code Express, any guidance regarding your marriage? This is going to be my last one, guys. But I will be back next week with another live, another time for questions. So, any guidance regarding your marriage? It takes two people in a partnership to make this work. And you are being encouraged to think about what you are bringing to the table and making sure that you're not doing it all. You know, there's got to be balance here. And if there isn't balance, if your energy is not being reciprocated, sit down, have a conversation about that. Work on this. All relationships take effort. You know, even the most like beautiful and easy and simple soulmate relationships still take hard work and effort. That's just the nature of like two people trying to get along. It's not going to happen all the time. So the guidance here is to work on the partnership and to think about like, what are some decisions you and your partner can make together? What are some things that maybe you want to do together that you can sit down, have a conversation about? And I just feel like this is about the two of you exploring your options right now, in the sense of like, okay, what do we want to do next? Where do we want to travel to? What are our goals next? You know, is there something that we want to work on together? Finding a way to kind of bring collaboration and partnership, not just in a romantic sense, but in like a teamwork sense. So like asking your partner, well, what do you need from me right now? How can I best support you? And not being afraid to ask for that support in return as well, and saying like, you know, I really want to do this. Can you help me with it? Because that is ultimately what a marriage, you know, should be. Okay, guys, I am not going to do any more, but I am so grateful for all of you who joined today. I hope the connection's been okay. I've had a few messages saying, kind of like pop-ups saying the connection's unstable. So I am sorry if it's not been the best connection today. But yeah, I have loved doing this live with you all, and I will see you back next week. If you don't follow me already on Instagram, it's Sacred Space Readings, and that is where I will give you guys 24 hours notice before I go live. So follow me on there. Make sure that you check my stories out. It'll either be Wednesday or Thursday. I'm just not quite sure which day yet. And I also have a new special offer out at the moment. So if you want a reading looking into the next 90 days, I'm doing that special offer this week and next week. So this is what's rising, what's falling, and what's transforming in the next 90 days. There's some examples on my Instagram stories if you want to get an idea of what this reading consists of. But yeah, you can book that on my website, sacredspacereadings.co.uk. So that's all from me, guys. Follow me on Instagram for kind of more updates and for daily messages. But I will see you guys next week.